The new goal is, can your reaction time be quicker than the other guy's ET?
And actually, his reaction time was 10.64 seconds, and Salvati ran 9:44 down the racetrack.
And the 57 went 17.0 at 86 miles an hour. Almost freeway speeds in California. Almost.
Great looking Volkswagen Beetle coming up right now. We had an unfortunate incident yesterday with a 9-second Volkswagen Beetle that turned into a flaming Volkswagen Beetle.
It's a flambe.
Super Street Small Block Power Adder is the category for Steve Dalton in the 1969 Beetle. Ooh.
Oh.
I think he really missed a gear. Tom Sterling in the Fairmont sat for a couple seconds. Dalton still goes 10:40 with a 9 at 137 miles an hour.
It's a stout V-dub.
Yeah, 11:06:08, 128 for Sterling in the Fairmont. 9:51.7, 147 for Hahn, as Jared McGann goes 12:49.3 at 108 in his Pontiac GA.
All right, here comes another one of our little air-cooled cars. Unfortunately, we lost one on day one to a fire, which was just tragic to see. Nobody was hurt except for the car. We had a 9-second Beetle. Now, this thing yesterday, didn't it run in the 10s, this air-cooled car?
Yes, it did, on a tire-spinning pass.
Exactly. I can't wait to see this today. And, of course, in the right-hand lane, Mark Cecil. You can see his wife and daughter here in the grandstands. Oh, they're out at the rail now. We had his daughter call him to lanes this morning as a surprise. He did not know his family was at the track. It was very cool.
Steve Dalton in the Volkswagen Cecil, the Champagne Express. He lives in New Jersey, so this is home territory for Mark Cecil, especially when we get up to the world of Atco Dragway.
He's showing us there's a lot of water in the air. Did you see the nitrous plume on that thing? He's not getting a hold of the track. Look at the VW, though. Hiking the tires and taking off down the track. A better launch than we saw out of that car yesterday. I'm thinking not his ideal, but nonetheless, the air-cooled VW goes 10.69 at 135. Cecil will not be handing in his 14.9-second time slip. He'll be back around.
Steve Dalton and Dallas Shelton coming up right now. Look at Shelton. I didn't even remember seeing this car yesterday. Big old 1971 fuselage-style Charger will be coming up. So the staging lanes are closed for the first session. What does that mean? It means that we're going to be calling our Street Machine cars in here, and then our free-for-all session this afternoon, some of the big guns will be running then. The staging lanes are closed for our first session. If you have not made a run yet, and you are a class style, whoa, look at the wheel stand on there. Steve Dalton dead hooking a Volkswagen. Dallas Shelton, his 1971 Charger. Things are going pretty good for him until Dalton got back on the throttle, and he's going to just try to catch him. 11:15, 135 for Dalton as Shelton goes 12:21.2 at 114 miles an hour. You love this Beetle, man.
You don't?
No, I said you love this Beetle.
Yes, I know. I'm just saying you don't share that passion.
I said a positive thing to you, and you tried to make it a negative thing towards me.
That's what I do.
I know. I just didn't expect that.
Have you watched the live feed?
Yeah.
The replays are on YouTube, Brian. You can see this happen.
You button hooked me there.
Days straight.
You button hooked me there. Put up your dukes. I'm like, I ain't got no dukes.
Okay, everybody, watch the wheel stand out of the air-cooled V-dub there in the pit lane. Pit side. Up. Usually carries them out further than that.
And the turbocharged Volkswagen runs around the hot rod 1136 at 124 miles an hour for the little Volkswagen 1969 model year Beetle with Cheryl Kaiser goes 1234 at 107.93. When we talk about speed and we talk about aerodynamics, David, you've done a lot of land speed racing, so you know more about this stuff than the average bear. You know, to go from 155 to 160 miles an hour, it's just 5 mile an hour. But in a car like that, how awful it is aerodynamically requires a lot of power.
It does. Sub 200 miles an hour, it is definitely less critical, which is why you can see some real tanks out here running 200.25 mile. And the other thing is that they are at these mile an hour numbers very briefly. They're not sustaining them. They're still trying to push the wind. So aerodynamics not as important in drag racing. It's really critical the faster the car is.
Steve Dalton and Bobby Little going down the racetrack. It is Dalton the Beetle hanging the front end going 10:29.7 at 137.09. And for Bobby Little, it's 11:61.6 at 117.75.
I'll call back to the Volkswagen here and tell you the story about how this thing launches wheels up, but unfortunately doesn't carry it out. It seems to just fall to the ground, and he's not getting the ETs that I think he wants. I want to see this thing cut a 9 as Garbage That Barfed is on the live feed worldwide. Just think of the opportunity we have to share this vehicle with people all over the earth.
It can't be unseen. It cannot be unseen. There you can see the logo. It's one of perhaps my proudest accomplishment in the sport of drag racing was naming that car with you, and now it is on the side. I need no greater joy than that. One of the issues. Let's watch the Volkswagen go down. Okay, that was good. He grabbed second gear when the thing was on the way down, had no interruption in the car's acceleration, and Steve Dalton with the pedal down goes 10:37.3 at 137 miles an hour in the Volkswagen. 11:59.1 at 111.34. You got to remember the Volkswagen too. The gearing, no matter what you're doing back there, is going to be really short. So, one, you got the weight hanging out the back, and two, you got that short gear. So first gear, they always want to pull wheel stands, but Dalton snatched second and kept the momentum going.
Yeah, you want to snatch second while the front end is still up and just ease the thing down and carry on that forward momentum. But let me still point out, an air-cooled Volkswagen just spanked a tunnel ram big block Chevy. That was awesome.
So 188 miles an hour in the 8th, 4.086 second elapsed time to half track. The early numbers in that run were very strong. Does he keep the 627? I'm saying he probably does. The speed number down about 10 from what we saw yesterday, but a brilliant opening shot for Bailey here at MIR.
Absolutely, and that is going to maintain his lead in his overall average. I'm going to say they're going to make the smart move and move on to the next track, and I will put the uncomfortable pressure on Steve and Tom and still say that 5-second run is in the conversation as we return to Virginia tomorrow. Might not be a conversation they want to have, might not be a conversation they want to listen to, but it is a possibility.
219 means he was in the throttle probably to 1,000 feet-ish, give or take. So I don't take that 10-mile-an-hour drop.
Finally the Beetle gets a hold of the track and carries the wheel stand. He banks a shift in the middle of the wheel stand. I hope he is on his way to a 999, but I don't think so. Instead,
I mean, he's close. You know, he's only 1.7 seconds off.
Yeah, exactly. Well, he did run 10:29 with that car the other day on a pass that, in my opinion, looked like it could use some improvement. The Barnyard Viper goes 10:52 at 130 as we swing back to the starting line and see one of our gasser category cars, Jay Grabiak on the right-hand side, and Steve Dalton on the left-hand side in this air-cooled Beetle that has shown promise to run deep into the 10s. He's been fighting wheel stand problems where he gets the thing up in the air and it just falls back to earth. Like 10 times gravity types. Oh! What'd he just do? He rolled the beams. There you go. Nice wheel stand out of Grabiak. Coming out with a 1:35 short time. The 55 sedan goes to the 8th mile at 6:29, and out the back, 9:93 at 133 miles an hour. Hopefully we can back up that VW, and he can show you some of the stuff that I promised. I've really enjoyed watching this car. It's on my top 10 list. I have to say, he has not executed a perfect pass. He's had a number of difficulties, but the potential and the awesomeness of the 10-second V-dub on Drag Week is just really working for me. I hope to see him back.